So before I forget, some of you have mentioned that you aren't getting notifications for our vlogs. And I found that too with some of the people that I regularly subscribe to. And what YouTube has done, if you're not watching someone's vlogs regularly, like if you miss for a month or something, then they no longer show up in your feed. And so the best thing to do is click on the little bell. It's down here somewhere. It's a black symbol of a bell. Every time a video of mine comes up, you will be notified, or anybody else's that you want to know. So that's what I've been doing for my favorites so that I don't miss them. And we would hate for you guys to miss one of our vlogs, you know. And so go ahead and do that. And whether you're subscribed or not, but if you aren't subscribed, please subscribe and please give us a thumbs up. We'd really appreciate it. Thanks so much. Welcome to our weekend vlog. Look who slept over in Nana and Papa's house. Our little Boogaboo. Our little Indy Mindy. He's doing his workout this morning. He's got his dumbbells. Oh, it's so heavy. Oh, I don't... You're so happy. You are such a happy boy. Yes, you are. I have no idea what it's like to be back behind the wheel of my vehicle. I haven't been able to drive because of one of the medications I was on that I am no longer on, so I've been off of it for a little while. And so now I got my wheels back. I'm so excited, and I've embellished my car as, you know. Got this car I bought in Maui. This I had before. It's 4 cars. The journey is everything. It's a wind chime for your car. And then I put my rosary with all the grandbabies' names on it. Love it. Got my phone hooked up. Oh. Freedom! So I am off to the drugstore to pick up my mom's medications. Then I'm going to go to Costco first because her lunchtime is coming up. I don't want to interrupt that. So I'll go to Costco, get what I need at Costco, and then I will swing back and take her meds to her. So here we go. I'm not going to film while I'm driving because I need to focus. Look who came over this morning, Janetta, and look what she brought. Avery's old high chair for Indy. So that is so nice. And you have to tell Joanne thank you.
I will.
And look at Janet's shoes. How cute. Let me see the... Oh, they're kind of like...
snake skin.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Those are cute, Jen.
The
What's the brand name?
Rika.
So cute. And you have another black pair.
Oh, I have lots of pairs.
And they're all Rakers?
Yeah.
And they're all expensive?
Yeah.
Because Janet's a diva. Yeah. No, she's not a diva. She just has...
Just has nice shoes.
Always has nice shoes. Always cute shoes. So I'm just going to go say bye to Janet. Well, you would know it by looking at my kitchen because it kind of looks messy. I have been so busy yesterday and today. Right now I'm making some white chocolate cranberry scones. Some to go in the freezer for when I'm, in the hospital and stuff like that. Like, I like to make little things so you can come home and have a little treat, and those are good. And then I cleaned out so many cupboards, and I know our kitchen's only a year old, but man, this goes in the craft room. This has to be sorted through. But I cleaned out my tea cupboard because I have so much tea. Oh my God. But I know it looks disorganized, but it's not. It is so much cleaner. This is the baking cupboard. Everything's all as it should be because everything's like, I'm like, Richard, we need some baking powder. We had this and we had this jar, We need some tapioca. 2 boxes. It's things that you don't put all together, like molasses in the back there. So everything is just all where as it should be. So here's a few of the scones. They're still hot, and the rest are baking in the oven. And I cut one in half so Richard and I could taste it. So I tasted my half, and I think they're delicious. So yeah, those are going to be nice. So there's 16 in all. So in my quest for eating healthier food, I'm not buying canned kidney beans anymore, and I'm trying to reduce all the canned kind of stuff like that. I soaked them overnight, so it was about 14, 16 hours they soaked, and then I cut up an onion, and there's 2 cups kidney beans in here with 8 cups of water. And first I cut up an onion, garlic, and added seasoning to the pot. Smells delish. And once they're cooked down, then I will put them in the freezer. And I have enough in there for probably 3 chili meals to add to chili, and another same amount in here. Oops, I fogged the camera. To add. So that's at least 6 meals of chili or 6 cans of chili. So yeah, 6 cans of kidney beans. So here are my cooked kidney beans, and they're just still a little too warm for the freezer. So I ended up getting 4 bags of that much in each one. And I kept the juices because it's going to be added to chili anyway. So I just finished working out on the treadmill and took a shower. And ooh, feels so good. Listening to Jordan Smith. He is so good. This one is called Jordan Smith Something Beautiful. So good. Oh, just beautiful, beautiful songs, So Deanne's coming over today, and she made, I was going to do a video on boho dream catchers, and she made some on her own. Like, she was just crocheting. She goes, Mom, look at these cool things. And I'm like, oh my God, it's exactly what I wanted. So she made me one, and then we're going to embellish them today, so that's going to be totally. So this is the mess that Deanna and I have created so far, but that one, isn't that pretty? Look, she crocheted those, and I'm embellishing it, but wait till you see the one she did for the baby nursery. Where is it? Oh, here. Oops, sorry. Look at this. The baby's nursery is purple. Isn't that gorgeous? That's so pretty, Deanne.
Thanks.
I just love it. She's going to love that. They're so pretty. Like, this is the one for the little girl. I showed them that one. Hold this one up. Here's Deanne. You guys haven't seen her for a while.
Hi.
And Richard over there reading a book. Hello, Richard.
He was playing his guitar earlier.
Yeah, he was. Okay, look at this one. And it has, look at the sequins. Isn't that pretty sequin ribbon? I love these colors. So nice. So who's this for?
I don't know yet.
One of your friends?
Jessica or Jen.
And then this one.
Want me to hold yours?
Yes, please. Mine is got a whole bunch of elements that I've made, like my homemade bottle beads here. This plaster of Paris bead and copper, and it says love. Did you know it said love on the bead?
No.
Yes. And feathers.
Don't
you want some feathers? Yeah. And these pop bottle or pop can thingies, and then this beautiful beading all the way around. I think I got that from Abby, Scrap and Abby. You can see it better. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? These are so nice. Well, thanks, Dee. That was super fun.
Afternoon.
Fun thing to do today. So I was just turning the pages in the Gazette. The St. Albert Gazette is our local city's reading the Gazette. And strolling through the Gazette, and I'm like, what? There's Jesse. So a whole article on him, how he's speaking at this event. It's called, I'm not sure. He's one of this, Arts Hash, monthly cultural engagement. So he's one of their guest speakers, but it was so funny. I was like, then my son-in-law Brody sends me a text. Let me just see if I can find it. As you know, Mickey's son is he was the poet laureate of the city of Edmonton. And he was the youngest poet laureate ever. He's a rapper. He's known all over Canada and Europe. His name is Cadence Weapon. So he wrote a song about the hockey player McDavid. Anybody who knows the Oilers knows McDavid is the latest Gretzky. So he wrote this song, and so it's just going crazy. And so they have this after hours where they were interviewing McDavid, and then at 3 minutes, let me just get it started. At the 3-minute mark, they're interviewing McDavid in the middle there.
Perfect. You have led the Oilers out of the wilderness.
So listen to this. It's so cool. This is Mickey's son they're talking about.
Edmonton rapper Cadence Weapon has dropped a track celebrating. I said dropped a track. Our generation would say recorded the song, but you would say dropped a track celebrating yours and the Oilers' success. Let's listen.
So this is Mickey's son's song.
Anticipated when I came in. We be winning when the game is. So you feeling it?
It's alright. That's the first time I heard it. A few of my buddies were texting me from back home saying to give it a listen, but I hadn't listened to it yet.
Nice little montage.
Yeah, it's nice.
Cadence Weapon's name is Rolly Pemberton. He is actually the grandson of Edmonton Eskimos legend Rolly Miles. Cadence Weapon, Rolly Pemberton, was Edmonton's poet laureate in 2009, 2010, I think. He's known nationwide for his creativity. That's a legitimate track, and he's hoping it can be an inspiration to the Oilers in the playoffs, maybe be your fight song.
So yeah, that was super cool. I was like, I love our fam. We're always doing something nutty. You know? Like, if you want a creative family, this is it, because we are, it just never stops. There's always someone doing something, Jesse in the paper. Like, we're, not that it's creative, it's like, everybody kind of walks in their own truth and they're allowed to do so. That's probably what it is. And that stems from my parents, my grandparents, all the way down. Do you. Just do you, and don't be afraid, and don't worry what anyone's going to say. If you, I don't want to do this, I want to be a rapper. You know, be a rapper. Be the best rapper you can be. I want to high jump throughout the world. High jump all over the world. Deanne, she did 91, what do you call those, deep knee squat things, I don't know. She does 91 a day and ran 10 miles. Like, what? And she paints insides of houses because that's what she wants to do. She wants to be an interior house painter. Do you. And everybody just is so happy and proud to let you be you. You know? If I want to craft and glue stuff together and then I want to go sing in a show, everyone's there supporting you. That's the thing. And I think if I had any wisdom to ever give to any young parent, Never say no. I remember once when Jesse was watching the Olympics, he was 4, and I can't remember if it was Sotomayor or somebody jumped almost 8 feet, high jumped. And he said, "Mommy, how high is that?" And I said, "Well, that's as high as this room." He said, "One day I'm going to do that." And my first thought was, no, you're not. You know, like, but I didn't say it. I just remembered my parents. I didn't say it. I said, "Okay, well, you got to work hard and do that, you know." And he jumped 7 feet 4 inches. So that's pretty close. You know what I'm saying? Also, that same week, he was just obsessed with the high jumpers and the Olympics. And we're all sitting downstairs watching the Olympics. And I think it might have been the gymnasts we were watching at the time. And so, you know, you're sitting around like family watching the Olympics. And Jesse opened the door, which is down in the suite now, but there's a door in the family room. And at that time, it was an unfinished basement with a concrete floor. And we're watching him thinking he's going down there to play. I don't know what he's doing. And before you know it, he is airborne, trying to do something he saw the gymnast do. And he landed on his head on the cement floor. I look at Richard, he looks at me, we're like, oh my God. Like we were just in shock. So we run to him. We pick him up. He's not crying, which is even worse. And he's just looking at me like this. And I'm like, "Jesse?" He wouldn't respond. So we rush him to the hospital. Get him there, and they said, yes, he has a mild concussion. And I said, "Why isn't he answering me? Like, why won't he answer me?" And they said, because he hit his head so hard that his eardrums are reverberating and it's making this ringing sound in his head. And so he can't, all he can hear is this noise, you know? Yeah, so that's my boy, you know. He wants to be a banker. He's a money man, a numbers person. Do you? And he's a great financial advisor, and that's what he loves. He loves numbers. He loves money. Not money, but, well, he likes money, but you know what I mean. He likes working with money, advising people. So, yeah, just let people be themselves. Don't buck up against them. "Oh, well, you know, everyone in our family. So you're supposed to." No, you're not supposed to do anything. You're supposed to walk your own path and be your own person. And when you have that freedom to do that and know that nobody's on you, man, you can fly. You will fly. So just let people be who they are. That's my little piece of wisdom from this 65-year-old lady that walked 15 minutes on the treadmill today. Yes, I sure did. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah. Anyway, I'll get back to my 40 minutes. Just not yet, you know.
H.
So Richard's teaching me how to do calligraphy. Do it from the beginning.
Okay, so to do the H, you go like this. The capital H, you go like this. And you turn like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you do this one here. It's a stroke, and you go down and out.
So it's the way you flick your wrist, kind of?
Well, just, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you do this one here with your down stroke. You go like this. You can do a little. See, they're showing you can do this, but you actually can do it all in one stroke.
Yeah. And then up.
And then you can do this.
So here's my attempt at calligraphy. I used one of those pre-made note cards from Michael's, and it always says just a note somewhere over here on the other end. So I put some red cork on there, calligraphied happy birthday, and put some bling on it. And then I made him a rosary bead, because Jesse said he loved them so much. I know he'll probably hang it from his car. So there's Jesse, Julia, Indiana, Trip, and Chili. And he'll hang it from his car mirror, I'm sure he will. But he said he loved it. And I tried to do it in all kinds of funky, masculine-looking beads, you know. So I made him that, and then we're just going to pick him up a bottle of scotch. And that's it. So we have to leave in about half an hour or so. I just wanted to show you guys my attempt at calligraphy. Then I'll just write him a quick message inside the card. These Michael cards come in really handy when you're, you know, when you don't know what to do or your creative mojo's kind of gone out the window, you know. So I'll pop that inside this envelope. So I'm just making myself a homemade rice bowl with our leftover rice from last night's supper Look at this rice, people. And then I've got some cut up chicken for protein. And they heat it up, and then I'm going to add for cold some of the stuff from the kale salad that you get at Costco. That's the one that Sue loves. That's how it comes. It looks like that. And then I'll add some Thai pepper sauce and some hoisin sauce. Oh my goodness, that's going to be so good. But this rice, I'm just looking at the back. Honestly, this is the best rice I have ever ingested in my life. It's got long grain brown rice, sweet brown rice, wild rice, whole grain black japonica rice, Watani rice, whole grain Watani rice. So I don't know what that means, but it is so delicious. Best rice ever. And I did pre-soak this in buttermilk, and it sat for 12 hours before we cooked it. And the buttermilk doesn't at all affect the taste, but it really does reduce all the bad things for you. This is gluten-free already, it says on the package, but it gets all the toxins and poisons and stuff out. So, yes, I'm in training, people. Having brain surgery, gotta feed your body right. You have to take care of your body when you are about to put your body through a major stress. So, just like an athlete, I'm in training. I do this whenever I'm having anything physical done to my body that's a trauma. And brain surgery would think fit under that category. And plus it keeps me in kind of a positive frame of mind. Like, you know, I know the surgery has to be done. So then I'm always thinking, okay, what can I do for training today? What can I do to keep myself healthy? And then you know you've done the best you can, right? So, yeah, we'll see how that rice bowl tastes. Oh my goodness, I just had some of this. Absolutely delicious. Why don't I try doing this more often, making your own stuff at home? Oh my. So we're on our way to Jesse and Julia's to celebrate Jesse. And we're not going to stay that long, are we, Richard?
No.
We're probably going to leave when the kids go home. Because the second part of it, I think, is poker night. I don't play poker. And Richard, you don't play poker. Do you play poker?
I don't gamble.
You gambled with me.
I don't gamble.
You gambled on me, baby.
Oh my gosh. You betcha I gambled on you.
Anyway, no more comments. Anyway, it's a beautiful day out.
Yeah,
Oh, and there it is, 48 degrees. It's 48. It's 48 degrees Fahrenheit. Off we go to the party. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jessie. Happy birthday to you.
Hey, thank you. Play back already? Someone snapping?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I'll leave 3. For my kids.
Aww.
Yeah,
Yay!
you want me to pose?
Yeah.
So we're just on our way home from the party, and we had such a nice time. And didn't you have a nice time, Richard?
It was fun.
It was really fun. Jesse and Julia had such wonderful neighbors and friends, and it was fun for us to see some of their old friends that we hadn't seen forever, like Kevin and Tyrone. Hadn't seen them in a long, long time. And the kids had fun, and it was just a good time. So I'm going to end our vlog right here, and thank you guys very much for hanging with us this week. And we'll see you next weekend for more of the same tomfoolery and family time. So bye, everybody.
It won't be much of a foolery with me.
What are you talking about?
Foolery? I'm not with Tom.
Oh my God.
Richard.
Okay, a whole bunch of Richard foolery then. Okay. So say goodbye to the people.
Bye.
Bye, people.
Bye, people.
Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.